If this tarot reading landed on your For You page, you are not playing any games, and this person knows it, all right? And it's in the here and the now, because we do have the present, feeling the moment, becoming aware today in the now. Okay, today, for some of you, it is today. Somebody realizes that you are not playing any games, okay? You are not the one to be played with. So let's see exactly what this is. The reading can be general and timeless. It's for all zodiac signs, so just take what resonates with you. If you would like a personal tarot reading, a private one-on-one session with me, Akashic Records, or to join our upcoming workshop, it's on April 8th, just a few days. Secure your spot in the workshop by checking out the pinned comment below or the description box below. Now, this is about to happen for you. This person knows that you are not the one to be played with. Why do we have in the now for this person? We have soulmates. You are not the one to be played with, and they know it. Why in the now? It's interesting. We do have twin flames here, so twin flames can resonate with you. You will stand up for yourself. When something is not truthful, perhaps, or saying like not in alignment with the truth, whatever it may be, you're someone that's like, well, I'm not going to take it. And I'm not going to take it. I'm going to stay standing here, and you could do whatever you want to me. But you will not allow any sort of like manipulation, lie, projection upon you, upon your life. There's somebody here that's realizing that you are not the one to be played with in some sort of situation. There was an outside influence here. You did not tolerate the outside influence. You stood up for yourself in a way that shocked someone. For this reading for the collective on, they are not the ones to be played with, and this person knows it. Why do we have in the now, soulmates, and influences? You weren't the one. Now, this could have to do with love and romance. It doesn't have to be. I will say, though, this collective, you are the karma to any players that are out there. Any, like, you know, the liars, manipulators, players kind of thing. Someone kind of tried something toxic against you. Like some sort of revenge. We have surprise. So this is about to happen. Somebody's finding out, realizing you are not the one to be played with here. What is this revenge over here for in the now, soulmates, and influences? This is you're not the one, but it's actually like even deeper in this reading than what they may realize. Why do we have revenge and adrenaline for present, soulmates, influences? Here's the thing. You're not the one when it comes to people who are seeking some sort of emotional projection, emotional revenge, things like that. You're not the one. But to the point that, you know, in this collective, it's more of having the boundaries, you know, to the point that the energetic vampires, the people who are manipulating anyway, they feel like you're the bad guy, and that's okay, kind of thing. You're someone that teaches people, I almost want to say a permanent lesson, but you teach people a lesson through every time and space here. You're not the one to be played with. Uh-oh. Now, for some of you, this has to do with dating. It can be any type of relationship. We do have dating and love all over this reading. You're not the one to be played with, and they've realized it with you. You are someone that you teach like liars kind of a lesson. And here's the thing. Whoa, you attract toxic people, especially with dating. But you attract like some, you know, moth to a flame. You're a healer. So obviously that's why you attract these people, but it goes deeper. This reading is going to go very deep, actually. You are the narcissist's worst nightmare. You'll make a narcissist turn around and go home crying. Like, you know, like you are a super empath because with the empaths, you know, like the way that those type of people, narcissists, you know, people like that, toxic people, energetic vampires, what they do to the empaths, that's why they sent the super empath, you, to that person. That's why they sent you there. You are a super empath. So you're actually like someone that you get the person that just met 5 empaths and then they meet you. There's a song by someone named Dax, and it's called Joker. And there's a part of it that says, my bad. I forgot you were fragile. I forgot somebody that doesn't even know you or know me told you I'm an asshole. I forgot that I'm the villain. I forgot. And it's that part of the song that's coming through in this reading. Now, it's about empathy, where that song, Joker by, his name is Dax, D-A-X. He's like a rapper. It's about empathy, actually, where it's like the super empath that breaks, where it's like, my bad. I forgot you were fragile. I forgot somebody that doesn't even know me. Told you. Look at that. And that's exactly this reading. I forgot somebody that doesn't even know me. Told you I'm an asshole. I forgot that I'm... And that's what the song talks about. You are a super empath. But this reading definitely, like, you're a super empath. They go to a few empaths, these type of people, before they come to you. And then you're someone who's very healed. And so when it comes to emotional projection, like you're a really hard cookie to crack. Because you're someone that you will do the work on yourself truly. You will be accountable for yourself. You won't be in victim mode or mindset about yourself. You're someone that you've had to do that for yourself to heal. But you're also someone that these people cannot manipulate. You're a queen or a king of swords here. Again, in this reading and in some of the other readings, you're not cold. You are in the ray of truth. And you will not feed the narcissist. You will not feed energetic vampires. You won't feed any of those things. But like, for example, right, even the energetic vampires of emotional manipulation, projection, you will not feed it. But that's actually why you're kind of perfect when it comes to like those types of very toxic people. Now, there's a message here, especially when it comes to dating. You know, we do have dating multiple people, but then we do have denial here. You're someone who's also, though, like, you're in alignment, you're healed, you know, healing and healed, where you've done the work. You have, you know, some form of, say, emotional intelligence and awareness here. You're someone, though, that they can't trigger. And so, right, like, say, like, when you're dating, like, a narcissist, right? Like, they could love bomb, and then they, like, try to give to other people, you know, cheating, all those different things, right? That type of manipulation or even spiritual attacks don't work on you. They can't get revenge on you. Because you can see exactly what it is that they're doing. Go out and go meet a new person. I know exactly what you're doing. You go out and make a new account. We see exactly for what it is. You're someone that, like, say if you were to find out that someone, say, is seeing other people, there's other people involved. There's just like whatever. Maybe even, not that there's like cheating, but just drama. You make a toxic person, like, evaluate themselves. What they try on other people, it doesn't work on you. They cannot string you along. Now, why do we have present soulmates and influences for this collective is not to be played with, and they know it. They cannot confuse you. Look at that thinking. We have soulmates, confusion. They cannot confuse you. Unsure. And then soulmates. And we have commitment, proposal over here. Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. You've done the healing. And so you're someone that you are going to make them reevaluate themselves. Oh, I thought we were dating. You didn't really answer me for 2 weeks. Things got a little bit weird. Thought maybe you were going through something. That kind of thing, right? You're not going to sit there and cry of like, oh my God, this person, they were love bombing me and now they're with other people or now they're just being weird. No, that's kind of weird. What's wrong with you? That kind of thing. They cannot confuse you. They cannot manipulate you. Confusion and then thinking. Like you're someone that you'll call it out for what it is. Oh, I mean, we were going on consistent dates for 2 weeks. You know, it's like that kind of thing. I didn't know you were going through something. You know, it's like, oh, I didn't know the communication shifted. Like you're the type, you know, like those type of people are like, no, nothing's wrong. Are you okay? No, are you okay? Like, you know, that kind of thing. That doesn't work on you. Thinking, confusion over here. Why do we have thinking and confusion for this reading of they are not the one to be played with? You're not the one. You'll leave. You'll walk away. You are not the one over here. They cannot project upon you. They cannot lie to you. They cannot manipulate you. We have gossip over here. Petty conversation, smearing your image, making you the fool, spreading rumors, gossip. You're not going to feed that either. All right, so let's grab some of these cards. What do we have for the collective on? The collective is not the one to be played with, and this person knows it. You actually, though, because you see the truth. You are a high priest or high priestess. We have the eyes of beauty, positive expectations, and clarity over here. But also, here's the thing. The truth is safe with you. I want to say those words. And we do have the Diamond Dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity. So that may resonate with you as well. I'm hearing the truth is safe with you. What was the point in lying anyway? You're also someone who's in control of thyself. And so people do get karma when they lie to you. Maybe, you know, they're used to toxic relationships that when they lie, people kick and scream and fight. That's not you. You just care about the truth. We could talk, we can communicate. You know, you're someone that you've truly done a lot of healing. Nobody's perfect, right? People are going to get triggered. You know, things are going to come up, but you're someone who's done the healing. And that's what I'm seeing over here. All right, let's grab some tarot. Let's grab some tarot collective. You know what's also coming through though? Like for example, and as soon as I say that, I get a message. So just confirmation and then victory recognition. Like for example, I was just like touching some black stuff and a little bit had gotten on my shirt. You know, where, because like the color white, right? Nothing is going to hide when it comes to you. What do we have here for the collective on... Like, there's no point in lying to this collective. There's no point at all. What do we have for the collective on? And again, with that, we have Four of Wands again. So, like, with the color white, right, of, like, purity. There's just something about that that's also, like, coming through in this reading over here. You're someone who's very understanding. You also help de-armor people. Look at that. Look at that. With the sword. People are used to coming up, you know, with swords. People lie, right? To protect themselves. When someone lies It's to protect themselves from what they fear the reaction will be. You're someone that you'll talk about it. There's no reason to hide that you may have spilled like a mascara, right? Because it doesn't matter. You don't care, right? You are someone that all you care about is truth. For the collective today on In the Now, Soulmates influences here. What do we have for the collective is not the one to be played with, and this person knows it. Why the Queen of Swords here? Why the Queen of Swords with the Strength card here for the collective is not the one to be played with, and this person knows it. You've done so much work on yourself that when people try to, they get themselves in trouble. When they try to bring you this foolery. The Tower card, and you're actually protected by the Tower card here, it turns into the Three of Wands. Why do we have the Queen of Swords here for? The collective is not the one to be played with, and this person knows it. Why the Queen of Swords and the Six of Coins for? The collective is not the one to be played with. Truth. And now we have a King and a Queen of Swords. Why the Strength card for? This person, the collective. Why the Strength card for? The collective is not the one to be played with, and this person knows it. Why the Four of Coins for? The collective is not the one to be played with. I'm going to say it because we had the Hades card on the bottom of the deck. Hades, represented by the 8th house, by Pluto. The transformation that brings the blessings, or blessings that require a transformation. Here are... let me get these two cards before I start channeling. Why do we have the Tower card here? For the collective on... The collective is not the one to be played with, and this person knows it. Why the Tower card, and why the Wheel of Fortune? You are not the one to be played with, and they know it, collective, and here's why. So Hades and, like Hollywood movies and things like that is very misrepresented. Hades represents emotional mastery, fourth dimensional mastery. Spirit and matter. He's a god of the earth, of the ground, of the gemstones, the rocks, and the earth. The 8th house, which also represents the subconscious and the unconscious. But here are the mysteries of Hades that are also all of your truths here today too. When people project this energy upon you, but you've already done the work and the healing, it shall never prosper. Touch not my anointed, and do my prophet no harm, that has already walked through the valley of the shadow of death, and then it was named after the collective. And that's what this reading is showing here. You're protected. Someone here is trying to bring you a death cycle that you have already conquered. This is not a karmic fate. It's just karmic energy, which means you can wield it. Wheel of Fortune, Three of Wands over here. That is not your fate. And this is a remembrance for everyone to remember. Now, this is with dating. This is with anyone in your life. You have every right to have the sacred boundary of, I mastered this part of my life, and I do not have to repeat things you've mastered, right? If you've already gotten your driver's license, you don't need to get your driver's license again. You can't, but we're not getting into that. When you complete something, it's usually complete, right? And that's what I'm seeing here. You are someone. I'm going to get a card. Why do we have the Queen and King of Swords and the Six of Coins for? You are protected, I'll tell you that, from the negative thought forms of others. People attack you or attacked you from their negative mind, their negative thoughts. Four of Cups over here. Seven of Wands, you're very protected. But this is also ancient law. Like, these are actual universal laws that exist beyond all thought and belief, beyond all time and space. Why the Strength card and the Seven of Coins? Why the Strength card and the Seven of Coins for the collective? The collective is not the one to be played with, and this person knows it. Why the Strength card? Because you're actually full of such love. Ace of Cups, the Nine of Coins. You've worked so hard on yourself, within and without. And part of this is just like remembering you have the sacred right to set a boundary, period. And it's just that, to set a boundary. Justice card. You will not take the projection. You will not take the lies. You will not be lied to. Or this or that. You will not be manipulated. You're someone that, you have firm boundaries of, I will not suffer in the ways I have suffered in the past. And if anyone tries to project that upon you, you're going to say no. It's like a Lilith energy. You're going to say no. And you're actually very protected in that statement. And it's going to confuse people that are in their own infinite loops of karma, their own infinite loops of the Death card. Why the Death card, Page of Swords, and the Four of Coins for the Hierophant? Why the Death card, Page of Swords, and the Four of Coins for the collective on? They're not the one to be played with, and this person knows it. Because you've done the spiritual lessons and the learning, and you don't have to go through them again. Ace of Wands. And it's also a personal decision and choice, right? Where what I'm also seeing here is Hierophant, Six of Cups, the Hermit card. Like, say the initiations you've already been through, the lessons you've already been through. I've been cheated on, I've been lied to, I've been stolen from, I've been all these different things. At some point, there is a personal choice, right? Where we could sit here and be victim of like, oh my God, I was attacked like 15 times in the same type of way. Okay, let's now get to the root of why it happened 15 times. You are someone that you will even trigger those people. The people who were like, yeah, I get spiritually attacked all the time. And, everyone's always cheating on me, this and that. You're even going to trigger those people because what is the root of why it keeps happening? You are someone that, again, you're healed and accountable for yourself. And so you do have some sort of sacred boundary of, I'm unwilling to take the projection. Because you're actually someone who's very open and accountable. And you're someone that you will self-reflect. But when it's unnecessary, you're someone who will look like a villain to someone else. But you're actually not the villain. You will trigger people who avoid their own death cycles and transformation cycles. This is a Scorpio card. You're someone who may even have a lot of Scorpio in their birth chart. All right, but you're someone who's had to master that 8th house. Go check out where your 8th house is. Go check out where your Scorpio placements are. And the 8th house is, again, like what's hidden, what's hiding. You're someone that you'll tell someone if they got something on their shirt, if they have something in their teeth. You're someone that will also appreciate if someone was like, hey, you got something in your teeth. Gee whiz, thank you for telling me. You are so authentic to the point that it's a little bit triggering sometimes to people. But authentic is also say even in dating, it's like, yeah, I went on 3 dates this week. And to be quite honest, I actually have another date in 2 days from now. How do you feel about that? Now that is some healthy dating, or healthy relationship where whatever for everybody, right? but you're the type of person that I'm on the way to the third party, what's good kind of thing. Like there's no room for lying. You're someone that you will not even accept projection upon a lover. If I was going to a third party, I will tell you I'm on the way. Okay, that kind of thing over here. All right, where again, like you're just someone who's almost painfully honest. You're very truthful. You're very authentic. You're very integrated with your shadow. Definitely check out where you have Scorpio or 8th house placements. Why the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower card for... Oh, be mindful though. You're someone that people... Like you do have to be careful. Because look at this reading here. This person wants to destroy you, kind of. It's the collective. It's the collective. And then you get a 10 of Pentacles. You're going to piss them off even more. But again, you're showing that it's true in every time, space, and dimension. Where whatever they're projecting upon you, access denied, you've already been through that. You do not have to pay karmic dues that have already been paid. It's like saying that, like, I don't know, like say a credit card bill. I just pay the whole thing off. I don't have to pay it again. That kind of thing. But it also... that remembrance, right? That it's also our soul cycles. It's your trauma. It's all those different things. I paid that price. I'm not paying it again because I know ancient laws. I know universal laws, and I don't have to pay that again. That's what I'm seeing here. Now, what's the advice for the collective on? They are not the one to play with, and this person knows it. Why 6 of Swords and the 9 of Swords? For they are not the one to play with, and this person knows it. Yeah, we have the 10 of Swords over here. And then, yeah, you were being protected from someone that was trying to cause some sort of destruction. And how were you protected? Through your emotional intelligence. Through your emotional intelligence. Where someone's attacking you, projecting upon you, attacking you from their own ego, from the emotional realm, from the mental realm. It doesn't mean that it's truth. And so, although they're projecting upon you, again, what it's showing in both of these parts, they throw something your way, and then it instantly alchemizes to your favor. Now, why the Knight of Swords here? You're going to win. The universe is always conspiring in your favor, but it's not because you're coming, say, from a place of ego and things like that. You know how energy works. All right, but I will say you are someone that you have a beautiful heart, a pure heart. You've done so much work on yourself. You do need the protection though, because people do project upon you. And I will say it kind of doesn't, it's good for you, but you kind of piss people off with your alchemizing ability. And I will say too, not everyone is going to accept the reflection, and you have to know that, which is why you have to protect yourself. There will be people of like, no, you see, that person is winning. They did something, like, you don't need none of that. Also, it's just, you don't have to take any of that either. But unfortunately, you'll either get people who will take the reflection of, oh, you know what, I'll take that reflection. Some people don't want to take it, and some people aren't going to like the fact that you are winning, and alchemizing all of it to the highest good. So just be very mindful of that and protect your energy. All right. That's what I have for you. I do hope that it resonates in a positive way. We're going to grab some cards of advice. What are some cards of advice for this reading? For the collective. For the collective on, they are not the one to play with, and this person found out. Communication, praise, dishonesty, discipline, armor, boundaries. You are someone that there's no reason to lie to you or to keep things from you. But again, you're going to bring up in other people all the different ways, of how we were so programmed, right? To hide things, to lie to people, to not communicate, right? You may have Mercury in your chart. Like, go check out your Mercury or, zodiac signs that have a lot to do with Mercury. You might have them in your chart, Virgo, Gemini, things like that. Where, you're someone that it's like, you also refuse pettiness. Because look at that, petty conversations. Again, you're not feeding any drama. We're either having a conversation or we're not, but you're not you're someone that, like, say if someone's like doing drama, they're talking to other people, petty conversations, or being petty or passive aggressive towards you, they could sit in it. You're the kind of person where it's like, well, swallow that. And I don't want to say like choke, but again, you're someone that when people do certain things, even if it's like passive aggressive to make you feel bad, not speaking to you, you're someone that you would have a healthy conversation. You would look at all aspects, including yourself. So when people are reacting in those ways or doing those things to try to get to you, it is not going to work, is what I'm seeing. What do we have for the collective on? They are not the one to be played with, and this person found out. Third eye, your third eye is open, and you see truth for what it is, okay? Archangel Metatron may also resonate with you. And what's a final message for this reading on the collective is not to be played with, and this person just found out. Woman holding a heart. Yeah, where you can see, you have strong sight, and your heart is open, and so you're unwilling to feed any form of drama, of miscommunication, of lies, of manipulation, or projection. You're just unwilling to feed it. And what I am seeing here is when you don't feed it, things actually, you succeed. And so you're unwilling to, and how do I word this? I want to reword the way it is that's coming through. You're unwilling to enter any battles that you didn't start, that is unnecessary. When people try to get into that energy with you, you just won't feed it. All right, so that's what I have for you. I do hope that it resonates in a positive way. I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings to your day.